Many people, including myself, love the idea of having a whole gaming setup that blends into the background inconspicuously, like they do in futuristic sci-fi. However, I'm sure many people can empathize when they previously found it downright impossible to get everything in white. Thankfully, with the Moonlight white collection ranging from the motherboard to peripherals and even network routers, things are finally changing. And it's not like you only have one option either. Keyboards, for example, you can choose from the white 80% Scope NX TKL, 75% Azoth, 65% Falchion Ace, or the new Falchion RX low profile, which comes with the ultra compact keyboard, of course, a hard case / protective cover, wireless receiver, USB cable and extender, stickers, QSG, and warranty booklet. ROG established the ultra-compact 65% layout with directional keys in the Falchion. Now we've made it 31% slimmer in height by using our new RX low-profile optical switches with ROG UV-coated keycaps for greater protection against shine and scratches. For ultra-slim keyboards with low-profile keycaps, height adjustment is crucial for comfortable typing. So there are the 3-level kickstands to alter the angle, and the cover case can be used to raise the overall height. And when the top cover converts into a bottom cover, the large rubber feet in the 4 corners provide even more grip. It doesn't matter if the cover is on the top or on the bottom, the keyboard is not gonna move around. And you can access all the controls, including the connection mode and OS switches on the top right edge. Next to those are the USB port for wired connections and the ROG Omni wireless receiver in the magnetic storage bay. On the other side, the touch panel was redesigned so you have better control using your index finger rather than your other fingers. Not sure about you, but I'm definitely more coordinated with my index finger. The RGB light bar reacts to touch as visual feedback, corresponding to the analog signal input. A new function button makes the touch panel multi-purpose. By default, the touch panel gives you control over the system volume. Slide right to increase, left to decrease, and double tap to mute or unmute. Press the function button if you want the touch panel to control media. Press again for keyboard lighting brightness and once more for personalized settings. By default, the customized functions are mouse scroll related, but you can add direct shortcuts such as home and end keys, which essentially make the Falchion RX low profile more than 65%. At the other end of the visual display, you find the indicators for caps lock and Windows lock. Despite being the most compact ROG gaming keyboard, this has all the functions you need and more. Let's look at some of the more important shortcuts. First is the battery status indicator, which is featured on the Scope 296. Just hold the function plus apostrophe keys to check if the keyboard is due for a top-up. When using Bluetooth for the first time, the Falchion RX low profile is automatically discoverable to make pairing easy. If you decide to pair with a new device, just hold the combination keys function plus J for a few seconds until the lights flash. Up to 3 Bluetooth devices can be paired, then easily switch between them by holding function plus K, L, or semicolon. Other handy shortcuts include function keys, media, stealth, profiles, screen brightness, keyboard lighting and modes, Windows key lock, and on-the-fly macro recording. When you forget, just check the front side of the keycaps for reference. Under the keycaps are the new ROG RX low-profile switches. These retain the familiar RX structure with the unique hollow square stem, which is latched to each corner using the X stabilizer. This combination is assembled with the stem, spring, and stabilizer pre-lubed to give you smooth and consistent keystrokes with less wobble. The key difference in the ROG low-profile switches is obviously the shorter distance and time for actuation, 1mm for linear red and 1.5 for clicky blue. Like the ROG Azoth and Scope 296, the Falchion RX low profile leverages pre-lube switches with silicone foam dampening to bring acoustics and overall feel to a completely different level. There are 2 layers of silicone foam in the base of the keyboard. Let's see if you can hear the difference. SpeedNova and the Omni Receiver technologies can be found in the Falchion RX low profile. These technologies are most valuable when on the go because you're likely to encounter more signal interference when other people are in close proximity. And portable devices always have less USB ports available. SpeedNova ensures the wireless 2.4 GHz RF connection is fast and reliable, even when external interference is near, and long-lasting, which on this keyboard translates to up to 430 hours of battery life. And slightly more in Bluetooth mode, but it's important to remember that if you want the best wireless performance, SpeedNova technology is exclusive to RF only. The Omni Receiver allows you to share simultaneous SpeedNova connections with supported mice, such as either Harp Ace or Keras 2 Ace. So you don't need to connect 2 separate receivers to have full polling rate on both devices. This is something that you can't overlook because it's not a given when you're sharing multiple connections on a single receiver. Speaking of max polling rate, the bar has been raised with the introduction of the ROG polling rate booster. With this compatibility and capability, the Falchion RX low profile can boost its polling rate to 8000 Hz in wired mode and 4000 Hz in wireless. Setting up the Omni Receiver and the ROG polling rate booster is straightforward in Armoury Crate software. As always, you can customize the key functions, macros, touch panel functions, synchronize lighting effects if you have other ROG gear, and battery power notifications. For the Falchion RX low profile, there's a compact version of the software that simplifies the UI and minimizes the space required, and it's called Armoury Crate Gear. What if I told you that ROG just made the most portable gaming keyboard to date, yet manages to pack into it optical mechanical switches, tri-mode connection, silicone foam dampening, a multifunctional touch panel, support for Omni and polling rate booster receivers, and with both PC and Mac compatibility? Is there anything else you could possibly cram in there? Probably not. You don't even need to be a gamer to appreciate the clean Moonlight white design with premium metal feel. And you don't need to be using Windows to want one. For some people, the Falchion RX low profile could be the one keyboard that replaces them all. Let us know in the comments if that is you.